Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Much love, the Steel Nation, the Cool Table family, the Mikey Verse, the Syndicate Network. It is your boy, Skywalker the Jedi, back at y'all with another one. I appreciate you guys being here for this impromptu stream so much, right? Y'all know I was on cartoons and cereal all morning, but we back at y'all with another one later in the day. I'm gonna try to keep this about an hour or so, because this was kind of last minute. But I had to come and cook on this situation, yo. I had to come in here and cook. So thank y'all for being here, right? And we about to talk about it. We about to talk about it. Let me see who's all in the chat. Much love to Real Talk Productions, Lucas Ironside. We got Brogu in here saying he's a new subscriber. Shouts out to Brogu. And thank you. So glad to have you here. Hope we can keep you entertained while you're over on this side. Brogu. We got Omari Daniels in the building. We got Bat Dan, Desmond Kelly, DC Talk with Extended, Mama Bear. Oh my God. Shouts out to Mama Bear. If you have not checked out her stream from earlier, go check it out. She has like the most soothing voice ever. She was over there finishing up that storm drawing on Mama Bear's Morning Cafe. So head on over to her channel right now or after this is over. Either one, make sure you sub and that you are checking out her content. She does super fire drawings and she's a wonderful person and has been supporting sales since its inception and supporting me ever since I've been on YouTube. So much love to Mama Bear, wholeheartedly. Much love, man. We got Chad, Sin Havoc in the building. We got Kingdom of Nerds, Mr. Wayne, right? Much love to all y'all. Did I forget anybody? Mr. J is in the building. Shouts out to Mr. J, you know what I'm saying? The Seal Nation sniper, you know what I'm saying? We know what's up, bro. Jose Diaz is in the building. The Good Austin. Shouts out to the Cool Table, right? Yeah, right. We got Richie Lopez in the building, right? All that, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. We about to cook. Right? Oh, we got Southbound in the building. What's going on? Southbound, James Ackrup, right? Yeah. All right, so let's get to it, Joe. This is. Oh wait, no. Actually, before we get to that, where are my manners? Right? Where are my manners? We on that road to 1K. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you guys are subbed, liking the content, sharing it out, all that good stuff. Because you guys have been helping the channel grow and we've been growing organically. It's been super dope. Night Shift is going nightly, 5 nights per week. We are touching on everything. I've been touching on everything from like Xbox and its FTC stuff to we talking about magazines. Look, just all types of topics, right? So we are 5 nights per week. Make sure that you guys are subscribe, sharing the content out, liking it, all that good stuff, right? Make sure, if you don't know, now you know, we've been rocking out with these hashtags, and I'm going to explain to you why I believe even more so now that we're being shown that these hashtags is pretty much the last option that we have available to be able to get a conclusion to Zack's stories and stuff, right? So I'm about to explain even more so now why I think that is clearly the case. But if you do use the hashtags, we ask that you rock out with the rules of engagement, right? Which is number 1, be positive. Number 2, don't mix the hashtags with other ones. And number 3, don't quote, tweet, mention, or tag anybody over at WBD. Right? Make sure that you are subscribed to ZSJL to Netflix on YouTube and that you are following ZSJL to Netflix on Twitter, right? And also make sure that you guys are heading over to intothepeople.com/saleszsjl because we got some great, cool looking merch over there and it is to supporting a great cause. We got the Ray Fisher Cyborg shirt up there in black and white. Along with a Justice is Gray shirt in black and white. So, and hoodies too. So make sure that you guys head on over there and check that out and cop some great looking merch and you'll be supporting a great cause in the process, right? So now that we got through all that, right, let's talk about it because oh wait, no, actually, matter of fact, let me tap in with the sponsors real quick. I'm all out of sorts today. Let's get to it.
Steppenwolf, have you begun the conquest?
So um earlier today or this morning, I guess, you know, it was said that, in Europe, Zack Snyder's Justice League has been removed off of the Max app with no warning, no real reason as to why, right? And this is just another thing that has happened recently, that has, just been a little wacky, right? There's just all kind of wacky stuff surrounding this film, right? I mean, as there has seemed to be this entire time, right? It's just like this movie in particular just seems to just have all these little things here and there that have happened, right? And we're all just supposed to be like, yo, this is all just a coincidence, right? None of these things are connected, right? Like none of these things, right? Like this thing is removed off of Max in Europe the day after the trailer is taken down from the YouTube channel, right? And they say that that was because of music licensing issues, right? If you guys remember, I believe that was the same trailer that was taken down before, right? And they, because it was getting like mad views, if I'm not mistaken. And then it was re-uploaded because of licensing issues with like a fresh counter on like a fresh count for the trailer, right? So, even still, it was the most viewed trailer on the Max YouTube channel, you know, but yeah, that's just randomly removed because of a licensing issue again, right? And we're just supposed to believe that none of these things are connected, right? Like these things being right after the announcement or multiple announcements, from the Superman Legacy project and, all this stuff going on, right? It's just right about now, right? You literally have Sean Gunn protesting down at Netflix for some reason about Gilmore Girls and residuals when the residuals for that show was paid by Warner Brothers, right? Like, why are you down at Netflix, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just been so many things that have been happening surrounding like this film and this fan base recently. And I'm to believe, right? Because look, I even had people telling me like, yo, maybe this is a good thing, Sky. You might be tripping, right? Hey, Sky, this could mean that it's about to go on Netflix, right? And I would like for that to be the case. I would hope that that is the case. But I am going to be honest, right? That you know, um, my antennas about this stuff have usually been right. And I've kind of learned recently, especially with this sale thing, to not really go against whatever my gut is saying. Because usually when it feels wrong, it is wrong. Right. And so I don't look at all these things that have been surrounding, ZSJL and all that, like just these past few days. Like just these past few days, it's been a slew of like announcements that didn't really catch the internet on fire, like maybe some thought that they would, right? There's been all these things pointing to, oh, well, hey, we took the trailer down, yada, yada, yada. And I'm not seeing the correlation between taking the trailer down and it being sold to a third party, right? They said that was because of licensing issues, right? So, why is then the movie removed from Europe like immediately after that? Was that licensing issues as well, right? You know, I would hope, right, that this is something where maybe some third party, namely Netflix, came in and was like, yo, we want exclusive rights to this thing, right? Like, I would love for that to be the case. But I mean, I have to be honest, I don't I don't think that's I can't come out here and tell y'all that I feel like in my heart like that's what's going on. Right? Y'all know that I would. And if I'm wrong, right, then I will come back on here and tell you guys that hey, I was wrong and this was because, it was going to Netflix or whatever, right? But I think that there is an attempt to really like uh erase the history and to slowly remove this film off of wherever it can be removed from, right? And we'll see if that's really the case. We shall see, right? Because I saw on Twitter people talking about Jeff Johns possibly being. It's like, yeah. So I literally see on Twitter, right, that it's like multiple people talking about Jeff Johns may be back in the fray, right? So Jeff Johns may be back in the fray, and then like the trailers taken off of YouTube, and like the movies taken off of the app in Europe, and it's like I'm supposed to think that this is all a good thing, right? So all of those feelings that you guys have that are aimed at WBD and whatever they got going on, I think that this is another example as to why we all need to be 1000% focused on engaging with Netflix, right? And really making sure that they are the ones that we're talking to. It makes no sense to keep like how many more times is they going, disrespect, right? Like how many more times, right? You know, I hope everybody in Europe had a physical copy, right? I hope that's the case, because who knows if this thing is even going to be back up on the app or not? Maybe, right? Who knows? I would, I would love to be wrong about this. I promise you guys. I promise you guys. I would love to be wrong, but something. Mm, right? We got Paolo saying, with writers and actors strike taking place, right? I think we're closer to Air Cut and Schumacher Cut being released. Yo, and that's man, the fact that the Schumacher Cut would even be like considered before or like even in the same time frame as the Air Cut, it's crazy, right? There's been so much more work put into releasing the Air Cut, and it's like literally there's this new push, and it's already been screened once, gonna get screened again in a couple weeks, right? But this is the company that people feel like they should be asking for the return of the Snyderverse from, right? When they have at every turn showed you guys that, they do not care, right? And that they're moving forward, right? And these latest examples, I think are just a lot more evidence of that, right? And I also, tell me in the chat, tell me if I'm tripping, right? But this, I really want to know if I'm tripping, right? With all this other stuff going on, right? With James Gunn going to Netflix and trying to make them look bad for some strange reason about something that literally was WB's doing, right? Like what that has been happening recently surrounding this movie over on this other company, right? What has happened recently, I think that would make me or any of you guys believe that, that we're just gonna like off top be like, yo, this is something great, right? And look, and what's funny is even like, let's say that there was some, you know, things going down or whatever, right? There was some talks behind the scenes and it was pulled from Max in certain areas, right? Like, let's just say that that happened, and it was only that. Um, I would, I would be much more willing to accept that maybe this was because of some kind of potential deal on the WBD side, right? Um, I would be much more willing to think that, hey, this is something that's leading to a deal being made. But when you add in all of the things that are surrounding these things, right? Especially like I don't understand why the trailer came down. That's what really gave it away. Why did the trailer come down? Like, and if it was really a licensing thing, why do other YouTube channels still have that trailer up with like millions of views on them? You know, why are the rest of the trailers up? But it's just that one, right? It's like to some, but it's just, but that happens to be the most viewed trailer on their YouTube channel. Is it a good look if every time that you go on a channel and you go look at their most viewed trailer, that is Zack Snyder's Justice League, right? It's weird stuff, right? And I thought it was for a licensing thing the last time, right? Y'all took the same trailer down and was like, hey, it's because of musical licensing issues, right? So you take it down, and then y'all said y'all got the issues straight, and then you put it back up, and then there's issues again with the same trailer. Like, did you guys not hash out the issues last time? I mean, this is like weird stuff going on, y'all. I'm just saying, right? When these things are happening, I think it is important for us to really notice that they're happening, right? J Mar saying me thinks it's a petty thing with WBD, but that's just me. It that is my point exactly, which is why I'm saying as of right now, I see like I mean, I've already not been seeing reason to continue to engage with this company when it comes to asking for anything Snyder related, right? But I mean, more so now than ever. Like, yo, they like the Flash, but yo, they kept screening the Flash for some weird reason. I've never seen a movie um screen that many times for free ever, especially a summer blockbuster. Never seen it. Never seen it. I think was it Josh Herrera told me there was like 8 or 9 screenings in San Antonio alone. Right? Like who knows how many that they were in LA. I wasn't even looking. After I went to the first one, I didn't try to get into any more. I was like, yo, I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna see the movie and I'm gonna pay to see the movie. Right? But they just kept having screening after screening after screening, right? Adding in wackiness, right? Real talk said I went to 6 screenings, no joke, and he's in Miami, right? Screening after screening after screening. So anybody that wanted to see the movie could go see it, pretty much, right, for free, you know. And then it's like, yo, this is like utterly ridiculous. He said, my thoughts exactly, especially after the Flash. Why would some of the fandom still want to engage with WBD after advocating to boycotting it? I don't know, Jamar. I don't know. Right? Right? Austin says there's also the possibility exclusive deal went through tons of red tape, so things are being taken down from Max to switch to Netflix little by little, and Gunn caught wind sent Sean to wine. We shall see, right? Because as I said multiple times, makes no sense on why it's like, hey, if you're just gonna remove it little by little, right, with no warning, right? Oh man, hey, we gonna see, yo. We are gonna see, right? And we gonna be here having this conversation. Uh, like I said many times, I would hope to be wrong, right? I would hope to be wrong. Omari Daniels says wishful thinking often leads to disappointment when it comes to Warner Brothers. And this is what I will say with that, right? Um, I've been in this fandom, right, since like for a very, very long time. Very, very long time, right? As we all know, a lot of us were like separated as Zack Snyder fans and kind of just like in the shadows and just not really engaging with one another. And the fandom really started to become what it was, right? Around the time that BVS came out, right? When uh the backlash to that movie started happening, and there were people, myself including myself included, right, that kind of hopped online and started having these discussions with people, right? And then it really came into prominence around, the whole Justice League situation and things like that, right? So, um, and then getting in this position, right, and having all these conversations with people that were heavily and intricately involved with release the Snyder Cut, having like these hours long talk on talks in front of the camera and behind the camera as well. And then even just having some conversations, even just let's say with Leon, right? With because he is somebody else that has been there from the beginning, right? So when we're having these conversations and he's telling me about how he was even kind of hearing things and you know um or like things being wacky even around like 2013 timeline, right? So there's been like a lot of us that have really been here and have seen these things come and go a whole bunch of times, right? We've seen the same things happen. Um, we and you know, especially now where we seem to be in a time where the end game for a lot of these decisions that was, being mapped out, by certain people like back in 2013 and, since then, right? Since, that has, wait, since we're now in a time where these decisions are coming to fruition, right? Um, I think that right now is a time to be more aware than ever, right? Like more aware than ever before, because these things that were being discussed, you know, it's happening now. Like, for years you've been hearing Peely like, yo, they trying to do this crossover. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's like, oh, nah, man, you're tripping. And then James Gunn is brought over and all these things just start happening kind of one by one, right? With, uh, you know, actors being brought over and being in both universes. And now a bunch of the MCU actors about to come over to the DCU, right? And then you got when I'm talking to Will Rollins and he's saying he was on the set of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, and there was a Gotham City police truck or something, right, on the set of Doctor Strange, right? Like, like with all these things that have been kind of being mapped out this entire time, it's like now they seem to be coming to fruition. 100%. Right? Ever since the hey, James Gunn is in, hey guys, right? And when you really think about it, it's been from the look, here's this, right? Think about how galvanized that the Zack Snyder fan base was becoming during the early times of like David Zaslav and Pam Abdi and Mike DeLuca taking over, right? I mean, they were canceling projects that didn't seem like they made sense, right? Zaslav was coming in talking about the Trinity, right? Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman being the focus, and trying to make big epic movies. Like he even named Batman versus Superman, right? Remember that, right? When the actual social media pages was promoting Zack Snyder's Justice League and the other projects, right? They were actually promoting that stuff, right? It seemed like everybody was, really coming together, right? Really coming together. And then you had, a section of the fandom that was super focused on boycotting Black Adam and all that, right? Which led to which that amongst other things also, right, like the bad marketing being one of them. They literally tried a new marketing technique that didn't seem to work out, and that seemed to be, I mean, the fandom got blamed before the new marketing got blamed, right? So there's just been all these weird things, but in terms of the fan base and the excitement, especially after Cavill announced that he was back, after Black Adam came out, everybody was super happy. Everybody was super happy and galvanized, and everybody was ready to go. They was activated. Oh man, Zach probably going to end up coming back, yada, 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 right? And then all of a sudden, James Gunn came in, and right off the bat, this man came in and was like, yo, nope, riling up MCU fans to go at DC fans, literally, right? Targeting these, like this really crazy stuff. And ever since then, it's just been this constant kind of build up of like trying to move on from the Zack Snyder fandom. And so when the sale thing came along, And I was actually trying to give the people like another outlet, right? And not have to engage with Warner Brothers and to keep going down that same road and to like really honor the fact that they were saying that they were done with us, right? Like, I thought that that would be enough. I felt like, yo, us kind of moving on and saying, hey, let's go engage with Netflix and really go, turn all of our attention there. I thought that that was gonna, pretty much allow James Gunn to have his films and his universe be judged on its own merits, right? And that, it would be a win for everybody, right? And so, oh yeah, Mr. J points out not only the Marvel fans, but his actor buddies coming after the Snyder fans, right? That happened as well, right? That happened as well, 100%, right? You had Zachary Levi out here attacking the fans, and then he's on a ski trip. You know what I'm saying? With you, right? So it's like, yo, it's wild to really be sitting here and seeing this stuff play out, and to really just be having certain people that are just dead set on continuing to have this conversation when they're clearly showing you in every way that they don't want uh, to have this conversation with you guys, right? Like, if I'm missing something, let me know, right? But you can't tell me that all this happening around like Jeff Johns potentially being back over there, right? This right after that, y'all. Right after they made the Flash flop with all these free screenings and everything, right? Or not made the Flash flop, but helped it. Should I rather say helped it flop, right? I mean, what am I supposed to take from this when everything else surrounding this situation stinks, right? Another thing, right? And I was actually having this conversation with Leon recently, right? Because the whole instinct, yo, and this is something out there for you guys, right? When your gut tells you that something's wrong, you should listen to it, right? You should listen to it, 100%, because you know, um, I'll give you guys two examples, right? One was with the sale movement, we were having a certain trending day that was uh, approaching, and somebody had an idea that I knew wasn't really gonna go over well, right? And I knew it wasn't gonna work because I was sitting here and like I was like, yo, this is gonna cause confusion in my head, right? But I didn't put up that much of a fight about it. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. And then immediately after that, when the day came, immediately like what I thought was gonna happen, it immediately started happening, right? And I had this conversation later where I was like, man, I really should have just listened to myself, right? Because um it really like it I knew that what was gonna happen. And it did, right? And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna listen to my gut more from now on. And then you fast forward a little bit, right? As I've kind of told this story a few times, and Leon has too, right? Uh, the full circle announcement stream, right, with Zach. When that was announced, I had a bad feeling, yo. And I was telling Leon this whole, I was like, bro, something is up with this announcement, bro. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. And Leon was like, nah, bro, like I think it's gonna be fine. That's what he was saying. He wasn't saying that I like, yo, Scott, you're wrong. He was just saying, yo, I think it's gonna be fine. And he was telling me why did he thought that it was gonna be fine. And I explained myself more, and he had a little bit more of an understanding, but at the same time, he's like, yo, I think everything's gonna be fine. And then what happened on that stream? Right? You have one of the most toxic people in the entire fandom moderating the AFSP stream somehow, right? And blocking super chats and doing all these weird things. And it was just another case where I knew something was up. I could feel it. And it's like, I got this same thing right now. Everything, and literally for the exact same thing. Because with that Zack Snyder stream, I'll tell you guys what it was, right? It was 100% that um I was like, yo, this is a dope announcement, and I'm glad that Zack is doing something. But I looked at everything around the announcement and I saw that something was up, like something was wrong, right? And I was like, yo, something's up, right? And so it's literally the same thing now where it is everything that is surrounding these announcements or whatever that just doesn't feel right. Right? Oh my God. We got the OG Peely, Mr. West Ashley. Hey man, let me know if you want me to shoot you a link, bro. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Hey, y'all know I'll have the homie Peely on in a second, bro. Yeah. Charles Austin said, I'm late and don't like what I'm hearing. What are we saying here? No, I'm just saying that this is another reason, Charles Austin, why engaging with this other platform and asking them to restore the Snyderverse or give us anything that we want, right? Uh, I think that we shouldn't be doing that anymore. And this is another reason. I think it's a lot of petty stuff going on right now because, you know, maybe something's happening. But hold up one second. Let me shoot the home link. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, and as I've said multiple times, I am open to being wrong. And if I am, and if it come out later, like, yo, is this, and it's like some kind of exclusive deal, and this is why we had to do that, and blah blah blah, then cool, right? But as for right now, um, yeah, this thing, we just gonna keep going, yo. Oak City Gamer says, Jedi, I've been here since like 250. That's what's up, right? That's what's up. Yeah. I would love to be like wrong and to hear like, yo, that this stuff is being done because of and exclusively, but I just something don't feel right, yo. Because the trailer, like the trailer, bro. Said Peely coming through with the wisdom, right? Hey, and thank you for believing Oak City, right? Thank you for believing. We we're gonna keep this thing going regardless, bro. Yep. Yeah. Yo. Hold up. Matter of fact, hold on. Oak City Gamers and came through with $1 super chat 2 times. Hold up, man. Let me give you a drop, bro. Let me give you a drop, bro.
I'm not broken. And I'm not alone.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, and while y'all was getting that drop, I just had it. Hey, I just got word that apparently somebody from Netflix said this has nothing to do with us. I don't want to hear nothing, bro. I don't want to hear nothing, bro. See, this is why, this is why, right? I'm not stopping. This is why whenever they do something like this, like it has to be talked about, it has to be notated, right? And then we can move forward, you know, that way, right? But ain't nothing got to do. Bro. Come on, man. Speaking of that, real quick, right? Because y'all know what kind of mood that I'm in, and one of the only things that could put an even bigger smile on my face, right? We got the big homie pulling up. What's going on, big dog? What's going on, big dog?
What's up, fool?
Oh my God. How are you feeling tonight, sir? What's going on with you?
Chilling, dog. I was just searching YouTube and I saw you was on live, man. I said, let me go fuck with them boys, see what they talking about, you know?
Right? Man, yo, yeah, look, it's been crazy, bro. It's been all kind of new, bro. It's been so look, Peely, when I say that you are Morpheus, bro, that shit, like there's so many things, bro. Like, dude, it's been so many things that you've been saying that was gonna happen that it's showing to like be on the horizon or like happening now. And it's like, yo, man, now they have taken the teaser trailer down from their YouTube channel, right? They have removed ZSJL off of the Max app in Europe, right? James Gunn sent Sean Gunn to go protest at Netflix for a WB project for some reason, right? Like, bro, they talking about.
He went to protest Netflix?
Yes, bro.
James,
right? James Gunn's brother, Sean Gunn.
Damn.
for a property that the royalties come from WB.
So what was he mad at? He didn't want Netflix to show it or something?
No, he was talking about the royalties from Gilmore Girls. And people started calling him out like, bro, the royalties from Gilmore Girls come from WB. Like, why are you at Netflix, bro? Like, and then the Hollywood Reporter actually took their tweet down, bro. And they took it all down.
Wow.
Right?
I didn't know that, bro. I've been doing so much other crazy shit. I did not know anything going on, around this industry for a while, Since probably the last time I talked to you, it was probably the last time I was in this shit,
Bruh, yo, it's been wacky, bro. Like, it's rumors that Jeff Johns is back in the fray, bro. It's like, everything that you was talking about, bro, the old regime, it seemed like they never left.
Since day one, I said this shit, bro. And it's like, fucking Jeff Johns and James Gunn, they're homies. All them boys is homies. It was Disney infiltrated Warner Brothers, and here we are, bro. And when they were getting Zack Snyder out the way, I tried to tell everybody because that's the only person that could stop the MCU was Zack Snyder.
Facts, bro.
The only one man could make the MCU irrelevant. It was Zack Snyder. So for Disney to have, even have life, they had to get rid of Zack. That shit was obvious since I first met anybody in this. You know what I mean? That shit was so fucking obvious, and it's happening now, and James Gunn is doing it. But I don't even think anymore, bro. I just be like,
right? he like, bro, nah, man, and it's crazy, bro. Like, bro, why is Sean Gunn in front of Netflix of all places, right? Is it because there's this campaign that's engaging with Netflix about trying to get DC properties over there, and you trying to make them look bad, bro? Like, that's crazy, yo. Yeah, trying to like sour the relationship between WBD and Netflix.
That's a testament to you, though, bro. Like, you the Netflix nigga, bro. That's your, So it's like that's a testament to y'all. But wasn't there an article saying Warner Brothers was selling some properties or some rights to Netflix or something like that?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. And I think that's around the time, dude. And then if you look at it, right, that's when a lot of this other stuff started picking up and gaining steam, right? Like there's all these announcements for Superman Legacy that didn't take the internet by storm at all, right? They mostly just kind of came and went, and then all of a sudden it's just like, oh man, the trailer is taken down and we're going to remove it from the UK or from Europe rather, right? And, I just heard live that Netflix, apparently, they saying like they ain't got nothing to do with us.
Damn.
Right? So,
sometimes it could be like, we got to watch also. They like to tease. So say, for instance, they wanted somebody to talk about them online. They'll tease you and do shit like that to make you fucking go talk about it, and then we'll give them press, and make them like somebody showed in the Watchmen chat how the stock prices was going down. And back in the old Watchmen chat, we used to talk about stock prices a lot because that'll really show you what's going on. And so while they're down, I think that's like they're on sale. You know what I mean? Like you can get a stock price for the low. So now, while it's down, you just go buy up a bunch of shares, right? Because they all on like 50% off. They all for the cheap. So then something happens where they trigger like the audience again. And everybody start talking about them. Then the anticipation grows. And then the stock prices start going up. And all the people who took advantage of these dead times like that, they made money. And it usually starts happening around December, fourth quarter to early first quarter, So it's like, I think that could be a major conversation we could have because, Netflix is in that upturn right now. When Netflix started saying they're going to do the password monitoring shit and all this other shit, Netflix stock fell. So then they initiated the password monitor shit. And now everybody got to go get Netflix. You can't just share that shit with your homie no more.
They had one of their biggest
right. Yeah. Exactly. So that's what they always do, bro. They fucking do some dumb shit to make it go down. And then they trigger something and it goes right back up, and it seemed like that's all they do. So I kind of started watching that like when Warner Brothers, when they went with AT&T, because I was thinking, yo, AT&T about to, do the Snyder Cut, bro. We about to make so much fucking money. And when their stock price didn't move at all, bro. I bought it at like 20 something, and it got up to $31 a share, but it wasn't nothing that was super special. But for the dudes that bought it long time ago,
before,
when that shit was like $10 or $2 or whatever, they made a lot of fucking money. So I think that's the ultimate conversation of what's going on. So then y'all come along with this Netflix shit, blah 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 blah, and I always say it, bro. Y'all's plan was the best, bro, because now it's interfering on two people's stocks. It's interfering on two companies' shit. They're going at each other, bro. They're fighting each other now, dog, because of y'all. And I think that's the big conversation, you know. So now Warner Brothers got to come up with some little crazy play, or Disney or whoever. They're gonna probably do a crossover, and the stock price is gonna go way back up, right? So, but now Netflix is in the mix. You know what I mean? Netflix just had their biggest jump. What if they do come out with some Zack Snyder shit, bro? What if, bro?
It's gonna break everything, bro.
It's gonna break it, and you can't share that shit. You gotta go.
Right.
I think y'all shit is really, really instrumental in this shit, in this whole thing, because now it's like Disney, Warner Brothers, Netflix. When it was two of them, they could kind of sneak around and play. You know what I mean? When it was Warner Brothers and Disney can kind of infiltrate Warner Brothers with Jeff Johns just opening the back door. It was easy. But now Netflix, Jeff Johns don't got no key to open the back door over there. You know what I mean? So now it's like, God damn, we gotta what they call this shit is antitrust violations or something. You know, we gotta work out this shit so we don't all go to prison for some antitrust violations. These other dudes we gotta work out with too. This is beautiful, bro. This is beautiful. What y'all did is y'all just made a whole nother leverage pull. And I think this is why there's kind of a frenzy now, is because of this Netflix shit, you know? I really think that, because it's about money at the end of the day, bro. It's really about money. These two companies, Warner Brothers and Netflix, they can play around and do what they want, but what if Netflix start playing around? You know what I mean? So what are the
right? Yeah. Let me answer this, right? Because we got the homie Mark. Oh yeah, PD, because it's your first time here. I can get super chats now, bro. That shit crazy, right? Like, that's what's up.
Donate to my homeboy, bro. I know he live on the beach. I know he chilling. He living lovely, but donate to him and y'all will go farther. Donate to him some fucking money.
Thank you, bro. Right. Mark saying, so what are the sources saying about the movement lately with all that's going on? What I have been told is that, you know, we need to keep doing what we doing and not be focused on all this other stuff that's going on, right? Because, you know, it's wacky out there, yo. And I also just heard while it was up that, hey, they ain't got nothing to do with this trailer stuff being taken down or it being taken off the Max app in Europe, right? Why would that have something to do with Netflix?
Nah, they're just triggering the Europeans. So like, oh fuck, it's off the app. I gotta go tweet them. That's all. Just triggering y'all. And they do that shit on purpose, but they do that, bruh. Flash, I just saw a thing, Flash, and last time we talked, it was on the Flash release, but Flash was like the lowest superhero movie ever or some shit like that. So they need to,
like, one of the biggest flops ever, yeah.
Right. They need a trigger. So be prepared to be triggered, because they need that engagement back the fuck up. You know what I mean? And they're at a place right now where they don't have no
Superman. The Superman legacy ain't really doing it right. Like, hey, you know,
bro, I don't think nothing James Gunn do is gonna, until he's gone or whatever, fired or whatever, I think all of his shit gonna flop. I think everything is gonna flop, and I think people understand what this shit is, bro. This was a long Disney attempt of taking over. It's been that, and it's been that since 2016. As soon as Zack Snyder showed BVS, or maybe even Man of Steel with Kevin Costner in it.
Bro, dude, Leon, bro, I'm telling you, man, you, Leon, and I, we gotta have a conversation, bro. He was hearing stuff like this around the Man of Steel time, bro.
Right.
Like sure. Literally hearing conversations with Jeff Johns.
Right.
Literally.
Right.
Like hearing Jeff Johns' voice on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like talking about this stuff. Right? So, I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. Like that, we really seem to be in a point where these things that were being mapped out back then are really starting to come to fruition now, baby.
Right. They're happening. And it was happening, it's bro, Zack Snyder was Thanos or whatever Marvel got that, some big supreme gods that can wipe out universes. That was Zack Snyder to the MCU. They had to get his ass the fuck out of there. Just so they can exist, bro. If Man of Steel, BVS, and I even think this, bro. And I'm gonna say this, and I've never said this. I like the Snyder Cut, right? I really liked it. It was cool. I think if Zack was around longer, the Snyder Cut could have been way better. I think BVS is still better than the Snyder Cut, though. Because this was like when Zack was kind of being Zack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Man of Steel, it was some little issues with Christopher Nolan in different direction. Christopher Nolan dipped. Now it was Zack Snyder to do his shit. BVS was like, bam. So then afterwards, he went through all of his shit, and he had to piece together the Snyder Cut, right? So the Snyder Cut wasn't BVS, right? But
yeah, he even had that one scene, like, man, I wish that we could have got the one with that he drew that had Batman finding all the parademons and where the humans were being turned into the parademons at. Yo, what the hell was happening with that scene, bro?
Correct. And that connected to Suicide Squad too, because remember, they were, turning into bubbleheads or whatever, but that's what they were doing in the cocoons also on BVS or what was that, the Snyder Cut, that he saw a bunch of cocoons. It was Batman. But yeah, I think the Snyder Cut was like pieced together and put together. But I think with 3 movies, Zack Snyder would have erased the MCU, And I really still say to this day, all of these fans that's in these chat rooms and Facebook groups and all of that, all of those guys are MCU fans, bro. Like when the Flash was flopping, all of those Snyder rooms was full of people happy about that shit, But then you can ask them, yo, what'd you think about Spider-Man? Oh man, that was great. What'd you think about Iron Man? Oh, I love Iron Man, But what did you think about Flash? Oh, fuck Ezra Miller. Bro, y'all are Marvel fans, bro. Y'all are not. That's what I hate, bro. There's DC fans who's, they still kind of like Christopher Nolan shit. Mm-hmm. There's Marvel fans who like Marvel shit. And there's Zack Snyder fucking fans that just happen to be over here because he's doing Zack Snyder movie. We're different than all of these fucking people, bro.
Facts, bro.
We're different. We know what Zack Snyder is talking about. We appreciate the cinematography, and we're gonna watch to kind of learn shit. Either we're learning how to make movies or we're learning just shit in general. We're different. I think the Zack Snyder fans, and I'm not, and I'm just not shitting on you. I think we allow too much Marvel fans to infiltrate us, bro. Just like Jeff Johns did in the fucking studio. I think we did that shit too in the movement. And I probably might blame myself a little bit because when we was rocking back then, bro, we used to nobody could fuck with us, like infiltrate us or nothing. They were trying, but we would kill them and shit. But when I left and I came back, bro, I don't know none of these dudes, bro. There's like, if it's not y'all, it's like a bunch of new. They're Marvel fans, bro. They're just faking like they're Zack Snyder fans. They're faking like, I don't even know how we got on this subject, but that's a big thing right now. I sit back and I watch and I look at a lot of shit. A lot of these people around here are Marvel fans and Snyder face, bro. Really, really, bro. We gotta get this shit back. And if it's,
I feel it, bro.
you know, we gotta fucking get this shit back. I don't know if we gotta go on a 300 mission and just wipe out all these dudes, but we do, bro. We got to get this shit back. This shit is not in our hands no more. From Jeff,
we got to march to the hot gates, man.
Right, fucking Jeff Johns and James Gunn to all these fans and. Like what, bro? We used to be the hardest niggas out. How did this happen, dog? You know, there was no movement like this. Star Wars didn't have it. Harry Potter didn't have it. Alita Army wasn't us. How are we here, bro? That's the biggest question. That should be a podcast. How did we make it here? We saw them shit. We saw the infiltration coming. We saw it coming. Because my kids did a video about Jeff Johns.
Bro, that's wild, bro. That's wild, bro.
Right. But
kids in the camera, right?
Kids in the camera. But we here now. How the fuck did we get here, bro? Like, yo.
My kids saw this shit happening, bro.
Right. My kids saw this shit happening, bro. When I watch your podcast, I was just in the chat before I said something. I was just listening, like, damn, what doom and gloom am I gonna hear today? Like what bad news? Because I ain't hear no good news. I'm like, damn, what's God talking about today? It ain't we in the nightmares scenario right now, bro. It ain't no good news except. Yo, Netflix, please come help us out, bro.
Facts. You're right. Like, that's really it, bro. Like, it's just Netflix or nothing, yo. Right. 100%.
Netflix or nothing, bro. How the fuck did we get here, dog? How did the greatest movement on Earth history get taken over by Mickey Mouse people, bro? How did 300 get infiltrated by a mouse? That's why I look at it like, bro, back in the day, bro, we used to fuck people up on Twitter, bro. You're not coming around here saying nothing stupid. No, oh, Ezra deserves this shit. Prince, come on the internet again, you know? But
and then it's crazy because right after all this wackiness happened with the movies, Ezra ended up getting clear to everything. And it's like, yo, like, what? You guys, come on, man! Like, this is wild. This is wild.
I still laugh at that shit, bro. And bro, we let a golden opportunity get away with that Flash movie, dog. Like, what? Since the Super Bowl, that commercial on the Super Bowl, we should have been all hype, bro. And here we go with a fucking worse movie than Shazam, bro. Shazam. Bro, how did this happen, dog? Like,
right?
This don't make no fucking sense, dog.
That's just crazy. Hey, but look, I want y'all to start putting your last questions and comments down in the chat. We're gonna start wrapping up here in a second because I gotta get ready to go. You know, I got some things to do tonight. But Peely, man, look, bro. I want to kind of put a bow on this whole thing, right? Because I've been hearing that, you know, that there's reasons to keep engaging with WBD, right? And it's cool to keep hashtagging other stuff. I don't see the point anymore, Peely. Like, I feel that, you know, they've pretty much made it clear in every single way that they can that they're going to be moving on, right? And I think that, you know, it's time for us to really just embrace that fact and to truly just all do the same, right? Could you imagine if the entire fandom just went over to Netflix, Peely? Right?
That would be lovely. It'd be lovely.
Right?
I think they're scared of that. And I think that's when that's why they're in a frenzy. They don't want that to happen. And I think they're gonna keep triggering us until we get back on their nuts. No homo.
Yo, I literally just got word. another Netflix source said, this ain't got nothing to do with us, right? Such decisions are up to Warner Brothers, yo. Like, they wasn't even aware, bro. They weren't even aware that this happened. So for anybody saying, yo, they did this because of like some kind of marketing thing or like, nah. This was something else.
Damn. So you think they mad at Zack, or why would they just pull this shit?
Yo, I think that there are, because since it's like confirmed that Netflix and WBD have been in talks about projects, right? I'm hearing that they were talking about ZSJL and all that other stuff. I think that there's been a constant kind of push since that time to kind of really douse on the fire of sale or whatever we got going on, or to try to necessarily paint Netflix in like a bad light, make it seem like they're not interested when, we know that that's more than likely not the case. And such evidence is, look no further to Sean Gunn going to Netflix to go talk about, hey, they didn't give us residuals from Gilmore Girls, and then they look it up and they're like, bro, that's from Warner Brothers, where your brother is and yo, that really didn't sit too well with me, Peely. I got a younger brother, right? I would never send my younger brother on no burnt mission like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Yo, they I don't know, man. Y'all did it, bro. When you put that when you went down there, bro, when you went with the sign, that was it, bro. That was it. It was like, yo, these people, because, bro, Warner Brothers is using us for engagement, and that's, like I say all the time, that's the beauty of y'all adding the third major fucking corporation in this shit. And now Netflix, like you said, they just had their best month, right? Was it like their best month ever?
One of their best quarters, yeah. Like new stuff.
Right. And Rebel Moon comes out soon, right?
Oh yeah.
Right. Okay. So
December, right?
Bruh, all we gotta do is kill Rebel Moon, and then they'll see how much we love Zack, and then they'll go try to buy more of Zack products. If the talks are already in the works for Warner Brothers or whatever to sell some shit to Netflix, of course it's y'all, bro. Like,
yo, wait a minute. Hold up. Yo, this is getting more and more wacky, bro.
Uh-oh.
Right? Apparently, the Netflix. Wait, no, hold up. Apparently, guys, this wasn't even a WBD thing. This was a DC Studios thing, right? They haven't even heard of Mike DeLuca or Pam Abdi being involved in the taking of the trailer down or it being removed off of the app in Europe. So apparently this was straight from DC Studios, which means what? This was from your boy, James Gunn.
Oh shit!
Hey, I'm telling y'all, yo. Hey, sale is our salvation.
Yeah, it's really the only way, man. And it's a great idea, but James Gunn, man, this little takeover for Disney was happening for a long time. They didn't never plan on the Netflix conversation and that shit,
They never planned on it, bro.
That's crazy.
Right? A true wild card, you know what I'm saying? Like, that nobody saw coming. 100%.
That is crazy. Yo, if you look at it, there's a scene on BVS, the opening scene when Jeffrey Dean Morgan is running by the movie theater. There's a big red N on the like Netflix, How the fuck did he mean to do that?
Yo, this is crazy, right, bro?
He did look just like that, bro.
Hey, just like they've been planting seeds for this, Zach been planting seeds, bro. This is crazy, man. Hey, look, I want to. Oh, wait, hold up. Let me get some of these last questions and stuff before we dip on out of here. Right? Bad Dan says, how would DC Studios have a direct say in this? Doesn't HBO Max and CHL exist outside DC Studios? Look, when you are the co-head of DC Studios, right, you can pretty much get a lot of stuff done, right, outside of what may be on your like normal purview, right? Because you know. Oh my God. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna. Look. Oh yeah, it's really time for us. It's really time for us to go. Apparently, this might also be because they think that Restore is pointless over there because it's never going to happen with James Gunn and Peter Safran. Right. So, hey, we're going to leave on that note. Hashtag sales the NJL to Netflix. Hashtag sales Snyderverse to Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this is wild, baby. Hey, this dude, Peely, man. Peely was Morpheus, yo, the whole time. The whole time, bro. Y'all better get this man his flowers, yo. 100%.
Bro, hey, I'm going to just be Dr. Manhattan, dog. That's just what I'm going to be. That's just what I'm going to be. Hey, dog. Right. Congratulations to y'all, though, man. What y'all doing is the greatest monkey wrench we ever had, bro. We needed that, Straight up. Hit that like button, yo.
Right. Hey, look, thank y'all for coming through. Most definitely. We're going to be back at y'all tomorrow with Night Shift, and thank y'all for popping in on this impromptu stream. I had to come on here and cook for a little bit, but we about to get on out of here. Right. And much love to the big homie Peely for coming through, yo. It's always a pleasure, big dog.
No problem, man. Hey, thanks for having me, dog.
Well, for sure. We're going to get at y'all next time. Peace.
All right, peace.